Hi everybody, this is the second part of parts of a seed. Now we learned in the previous chapter that a seed has different parts and then it becomes a fruit later on. And when the fruit grows, those fruits need to be taken away from the mother plant. Now why does it need to be taken away? Because it needs to be dispersed. Now what is dispersal? Let us understand first. Okay, it is the moving away of seeds from the mother plant is called seed dispersal. Now why do seeds need to disperse? That is what we'll know later on. Seeds need to be dispersed so that they get enough space, water, air and food to grow. So when you need to plant a seed, okay, you need enough space. You cannot put 10 seeds in one pot and make it grow. Then what will happen? They will all crowd and kill each other. So for a seed to germinate properly, it needs space, enough water, air and food to grow. Okay? Then seeds need to be dispersed. Now somebody needs to carry the seeds from one place to another. Now who does that? There are different agents. Okay? Animals do it, birds and animals do it. Then wind does it, water and by explosion. So there are 4 ways how seeds can be dispersed. What are the 4 ways? Animals, wind, water and by explosion. Now let us see how animals disperse seeds or dispersal by animals. Here you see a picture. Okay, how a bird, when it sits on a tree, it eats those fruits and then when it eats the pulp. The seed does not get digested. And then when it flies away, and then as droppings, or they excrete it. So seeds can be dispersed when an animal eats them and later on excretes, because the seed does not get digested. They eat the pulp, the outer portion of it, and then the seed is excreted, and then later on it gets suitable condition, it will start growing. Okay? Now let us see how an animal, how does it disperse? Sometimes you will find animals going into the jungle, okay, and there are seeds which have hooks and spikes which get stuck on your body. So here you can see a dog, how it gets stuck on the body. So if the seed gets stuck on the fur or skin of an animal, later on it falls off. They come out and then they brush it off. So that is how from one place the seed is dispersed to another place by animals and birds. Let us see another one. Here you will find a squirrel. What does it do? It takes the seed and it goes into a burrow, into its home. That is, it lives in a hole and then it carries it and then it forgets. While eating, it leaves the seed there. And here you will see, when they bury seeds far away in holes and burrows. So this squirrel, what does it do? It takes the seed, it takes those nuts, carries it away into its burrow. It eats it, sometimes it leaves, and sometimes it forgets to eat when it makes another hole. And that is how the seed gets proper condition and it starts growing away from the mother plant. So that is called seed dispersal by animals. Let us see the next slide. Examples also you will find which type of seeds are dispersed by animals. Oranges, cockler bur, like this, you can see cockler bur which is having hooks, and then acorns, means the squirrel, they eat those nuts and they leave it in the burrows. Now we learn dispersal by wind. How does wind help in dispersal? Okay, here you will see how a cotton seed, when the wind blows, it carries it away. Why? Because it is light. Some seeds are carried away by wind. They are very light and have special parts like hair. Okay, you'll find hair-like thing, very light, so that it helps it to carry the seed and to float or fly in the air. You find another where you'll see a dandelion, which I already have here. Okay, as I blow onto it, okay, you will see how the seeds fly away. So that's a dandelion. Next picture, you will find a hiptage. So what are the examples of seeds dispersed by wind? dandelion, cotton and hiptage. And hiptage is also called a helicopter flower. Why? When you leave it, it turns, it spins like a helicopter. So it is called also a helicopter flower. Dispersal by water. Now how water helps in dispersal? Some plants disperse their seeds by rivers so that the river currents picks them up and carries them away until they become trapped on a different bank and start to grow. These seeds are light and have air pockets for them to flow. Example, coconut, water lily, mangroves, plums. Let us see any pictures of that. Yeah, here you can see a coconut. Okay. Now coconut is very big, it is heavy, but it has air pockets inside for it to flow. And when it falls into the river current carries it away to another place, away from the mother plant. And then when it gets stuck to a bank, it starts growing. Here you can see the lotus. And then you have trees that you can see how the seed falls into the river and then the water currents carrying it away. So this is how dispersal takes place by water. And by explosion, we've learned, explosion means bursting. Some plants disperse the seeds by explosion. They burst. The forceful ejection sends the seed flying as far away as possible from the original plant. Which type of plants? You will see here how a seed opens up and with the force it bursts and throws the seeds away from the mother plant. You'll find peas also. And then you'll find another seed bursting open. So which type of seeds are dispersed by explosion? Peas, beans and broom. So these are different types of seeds that are dispersed by explosion. So I want you to read the chapter, understand the video, try and watch the video and try and understand it and do the assignments accordingly. Thank you.